Also this week, an amateur scientist in Dubuque, Iowa, received an email with a picture attachment, and the sender's IP address was allegedly, apparently, somewhere on Mars.
From TBRQ World Headquarters, this is The Week in Review. And now, here's your host, Jacques.
Good day. This is Jacques, TPRQ, with Week in Review for Saturday, October, what is this day? 25, 2014. You'll notice that we have our Halloween decor up. We went all out this year. Anyway, let's get right to the headlines. This week, the University of North Carolina had a bit of a scandal when it was discovered that over 1,300 students over the past few decades have been enrolled in classes what don't actually exist. Many of the students were athletes, and it is alleged that these athletes were enrolled in the bogus, non-existent classes so that they would not have to be smart in order to play NCAA collegiate sports. I can't imagine what the NCAA is going to do with that one. On Monday, fashion king Oscar de la Renta died at his home in Connecticut. And how old was he? Let me check my stats. He was 82. De la Renta designed dresses for many of society's movers and shakers, including first ladies, royalty, and other Hollywood-type celebrities. On Wednesday, it was announced that some British guy was in trouble for trying to deceive people so he wouldn't have to be prosecuted for bilking some 64,000 American dollars out of a lady with Alzheimer's. Apparently, allegedly, this guy was eluding authorities and escaping prosecution, so he would pretend he was in a coma or pretend he was a quadriplegic or that kind of stuff so that he wouldn't have to be prosecuted for his crimes. But they figured it out because he was using a store loyalty card, like, you know, your Safeway card or whatever. I don't think they have Safeway in Great Britain, but you never know. And they tracked him on that somehow, and they got his picture walking around the store, so the jig's up on him. Also this week, an amateur scientist in Dubuque, Iowa, received an email with a picture attachment, and the sender's IP address was allegedly, apparently, somewhere on Mars. And the Martians were kind enough to note on the picture exactly where Earth is in respect to the other celestial beings. So we got that going for us. We know where we are now. The drought in Southwest America is a lot worse than they thought. Assistant Secretary of the Interior, Dwight Schrute, suggests that people only drink a few sips of water a day, and if you need more fluids than that, Schrute suggests trying vodka. I think I might move to the Southwest, perhaps. And finally, in a brazen demonstration of journalistic fluff, a Portland rag more commonly known as OregonLive.com, posted a story this week announcing 5 tips as to how you can avoid being a victim of car burglars. And I will elucidate you as to those 5 tips right now. Number 1, lock your doors. Okay. Number 2, keep your car tidy. Well, I'll probably lose on that point. Park in well-lit areas. Oh, here's a good one that we know that none of us knew. Remove valuables. And finally, number 5, use an alarm system. If you'll allow me a little bit of a commentary here, in my opinion, how did we ever survive without these 5 suggestions? I mean, it's like, who would ever have thought? You know, lock your doors? I never would have thought of that. I can't imagine that that would be something that you would want to do if you want to keep the burglars out. Remove valuables? Use an alarm system? My commentary on this little article is that it was a waste of zeros and ones. I don't know if it was actually published in the paper, but if it was and I was subscribing, I would have been a little pissed to pay for that information. But as it is, all I know is that it was published on the interwebs, and that to me was a waste of zeros and ones. Lock your doors. Good gravy. Don't they have more important things to write about? Lock your doors, take valuables out, park in a well-lit area, don't leave lots of messes in your car. I personally leave messes in my car for the exact reason of dissuading burglary. Because if you've got junk all over the place, who's going to break into it? All right, that's a whole nother article. Anyway, thank you for joining me, Jacques. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up below. That's all I ask. Thumbs up. Takes really. Move your mouse or your finger over your trackpad. Right down there. Oh, you almost got it. Oh, thank you so much. And then, of course, comment and email me. Tell others about me. That's what I really wanted to say. Thank you. I'm Jacques. Thank you for joining me. Didn't I just say that? For another episode of Week in Review. And remember, today is your day to take out the trash.
This is TPRQ.